Hey everybody, I'm Brennan of Scale Fracture, and today, so I know we've usually been doing a songwriting live stream, working on that one song that we don't even have a name for yet. We'll get there. We'll probably slap a name on it at the end. Anyways, today, since our EP, If the Avenue, just dropped last Friday, yeah, it was Halloween, wow. This week feels like it's already been a lot longer than it is. Anyways, thought it'd be cool to show y'all how to play some of our songs, because they're actually pretty easy. Because I think a lot of the songs that went on If the Avenue, that was back when I was still kind of in the early stages of playing guitar. And so obviously, yeah, you just kind of get the chords you can play during that time. And so it's kind of funny too, and I look at If the Avenue and there are moments where I'm like, man, we could have done this, we could have done that. But like I've said from the beginning, this shows growth. Like, I want y'all to see where we kind of start and how that evolves in our music, how that grows. So, anyways, I probably won't be playing the full songs just for the sake of time, but I'll show you how to play our songs, which, yeah, they're easy, and I think that's because my style a lot of times when I'm writing these songs, as you've seen, is I take open chords or I take a bar chord and just mess with it. But I think one that I want to start off with, because it was, honestly, I want to say that was kind of the first one I was like, I want to record this. I want to put this on an EP. I want to put this on the album, because If Avenue came out under my name 2 years ago. But Nick, our drummer, has put in so much work to making our music happen that it was like, yeah, we need a name change. Nick deserves credit. It's not just Brennan Wilson. And then it was too much to say Brennan Wilson and Nick Schwent. But point is, a lot of these songs in their early stages were just me kind of sitting in my room, just trying to be honest. So getting Unstuck, I really was just kind of messing around, where I was taking a C# minor bar chord, but then I would obviously take away the bar, take away my finger, and mute my E string with my thumb, my low E, because you can kind of hear the difference between that one sounds more airy, it sounds more light and vibey, and then it was just kind of, what happens if I take a finger away? Okay, that doesn't sound too good. What if I, instead of having my pinky on 6th fret of my G, what if I switch to having my index on 4th fret? And so then it was just kind of messing between those. So, how to play that? That strumming pattern is just pretty simple. I can't even explain it. And the joke is Nick, our drummer, says I'm a guitarist with no sense of rhythm, which is pretty true, because for so long I was playing by myself and I didn't realize how whacked out this rhythm was and how hard it is to sing and play rhythm at the same time. But anyways, that beginning part, you're just kind of bouncing between having your pinky down and not, and you can kind of hear it coming through. We're going to go up to a D major 7 chord with, but once again, taking away the bar and muting that E, really emphasizing those upstrokes, and then we're going to a B bar chord, but take away the bar and mute that low E. Put it all together and you've got that's how you get the verses for Getting Unstuck. Just that vibe. Also, acknowledging the comment, dude named Carlos. I don't know if we've ever met. You might be a Carlos I know. If you do, hey man, it's been a long time. If you're not, hey, thanks for commenting. Thanks for tuning in. Anyways, I can actually see the chat this time. So, taking that, C sharp, all those open chord spaces, and then lyrically, that's where you get all this other, yeah. Forgot some words, and I messed up one of the guitar parts, but because the rhythm kind of stays the same throughout. So if you're trying to learn this, don't copy me. Go back to the recording. But anyways, that opening verse. The opening line is, I feel so stuck in this pit I've made. And really, this song, hey, thanks for saying hi. Dave and Carlos, appreciate you. So, I feel so stuck in this pit I've made. It feels like I will never change. Will this pain mean something when your love knocks me off my feet? Is it true you don't give up on the one who gives up on you? And this was kind of one of the first songs I wrote that I feel like started to get somewhere in explaining my bouts with depression and anxiety. Just as the song title goes, getting unstuck. It was the me feeling so stuck for so long, and it wasn't like this immediate, oh, no more problems, I'm good. It just genuinely was. I'm getting somewhere at least. And so this feeling of, I feel stuck in this pit I've made, like, is it my own doing, how my life has turned out? I feel like I'm never gonna change. I think that's something I wrestle with a lot, is that feeling of, is there any hope left for me? Because I know my sins, I know my human nature, I know just how messed up I am. And am I ever going to change? And then the transition, will this pain mean something when your love knocks me off my feet? This will, all that I'm going through, all these pain, all these struggles, these trials, God, will it mean something when I finally have those moments of seeing your love? You know, because lots of scripture talks about consider it pure joy when you go through trials, consider it this, and okay. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. My tech was that was me. So if you were freezing, it was probably me. Man, it is also like weirdly hot in here. Osiris, welcome back. Good to see you. All right, so anyways, where I kind of left off, is it true you don't give up on the one who gives up on you? That reminder of, God, I'm going to lose hope, I'm going to stumble and fall, but you won't give up. You know, it says, whoever comes to me, I will in no way cast out. So it was kind of to me that, yeah, I'm broken, I'm depressed, I'm anxious, but God, you're going to take me in, and you're going to give me hope, and you're going to give me a reason to live. So then we get into the pre-chorus, which is super simple. The rest of the song is bar chords. I remember when I wrote this song, it was when I could finally do a bunch of bar chords, And so then I was just kind of like, well, I'm going to use them all the time so I don't have to play in G and C and D and E minor anymore. So once we get to the pre-chorus, super simple. You're just bouncing between F sharp minor and E. And then eventually it'll lead into the chorus, but then it's now we're here, I'm not sure where to go. Lying here on these sheets, there's only Kel and me. And then this chorus. So obviously those lyrics I feel like pretty self-explanatory too. Now we're here. I'm at this weird crossroads of okay, God. And now I'm at this weird crossroads of God, what do I do with all these feelings, yet also your grace? Now we're here, I'm not sure where to go, but lying in these sheets is only killing me. And I wrestle so much with getting out of bed, with taking that first step, like every day, 'cause part of it's a mix of exhaustion, part of it's the, shoot, once my feet hit the floor, I guess I have to commit to the day. You know, I can't hide. And so I know that was kind of this big thing of God. Now I've gone from being stuck in life to, God, I don't even really know what I'm doing or where I'm going. But I know laying in this bed waiting for life to pass or waiting for me to feel like living again isn't going to happen. And so it's the can't wait for me to feel like, can't wait for those feelings of wanting to live. Sometimes it is just the getting up and getting out there. So I hope that's some encouragement to you. I'm going to check the chat real quick. Awesome. Well, hi. You guys are pretty cool. Osiris and Carlos, you guys are kind of dominating the chat right now. Sorry, there's also a dude named Luke. Hey, man. All right, appreciate y'all tuning in. So that was the pre-chorus, and then we go into the chorus. And that is pretty much just the chorus. Like I said, the rest of the song, this is probably the easiest song to play. No, scratch that. There's an even easier song to play on Fifth Avenue, which, like I said, it's on Spotify. It's on our YouTube channel if you want to check out our recordings. This one's called Getting Unstuck. So then it's just the, I kind of, are you ever that type of person that can't stop apologizing? Like I had a friend in high school that, she was like, I walked into a chair the other day and said sorry to the chair. And I was like, you know, I actually kind of get that. And it was kind of like the you that when you feel like you're spiraling, it's just like everything's my fault. I gotta apologize. And so you'll even see that in a second with the lyrics I sing. So here's the chorus. So going from pre-chorus into chorus. Now I'm here, I'm not sure where to go. Lying down these sheets, there's only Kel and me. Sorry that I forget you so quickly. Sorry that I pretend we're okay. Sorry that I go to the verse. So yeah, as you saw, pretty simply, you're just going from A to B to C sharp minor, back to B, all bar chords, I think, to create that contrast from the verses being all open chords, being all spacey, and then just going for that punch. But yeah, and then those words, I'm sorry I forget you so quickly. I'm sorry that I pretend we're okay. I'm sorry that I go everywhere but you to feel. I'm sorry that I can't stop apologizing. It's kind of this, as I was writing, I was like, I'm saying I'm sorry a lot. I'm sorry I said I'm sorry. It's like this endless bit of I'm sorry, which the last chorus of the song, you'll see where the narrative kind of changes. But, yeah, just kind of this, God, I'm sorry that I forget about you. I get caught in the craziness of life. I get caught in my own darkness, my own pain. God, I'm sorry that I forget you. I'm sorry that I pretend we're okay. Like, oh yeah, man, I'm fine. I'm reading the Bible. I'm praying. But it's like, yeah, you're doing a bunch of Christian things, but do you actually rest in God? Do you actually hope? And it was kind of like where I was at in that season of life was like, honestly, no, I'm just waiting for things to change. I'm sorry that I go everywhere, but you feel numb. I feel nothing. I just want to do anything that'll make me feel something. And at the time, even then, it was music, sometimes in an unhealthy way. But you chase the feeling rather than know what's actually going to save me. Because if salvation was based on how we feel, goodness gracious, none of us would be saved. But yeah, so just kind of getting at that, and then it goes back to the verses. To the pre-chorus stays the same. But yeah, so that goes into this. So then we're finally kind of getting somewhere of, even then, the verses like, God, is this song just for me? Like to feel, oh, I feel so spiritual writing a song that talks about my relationship with Jesus. Or is this actually like just the way God uses music? And it's like, God, I'm reaching out. I need something. Can you please meet me where I'm at? And going with that, and then is the song just to make me feel like I haven't abandoned you, I haven't left you. And then what's funny is I've actually changed the lyrics to this song a couple of times, because originally it had an extra line, but the rhythm was thrown off, and then it just felt like it was going on too long, and then it was like, what do I really want to say? And then I think, so even in the recording that's online right now, I'm pretty sure the words are different. And I'm pretty sure it says something along the lines of, stuck as I feel, I know that's not your voice. And then, I don't know, I'd have to go back and listen to the recording. But how I sing it live now is the, you were God before the song, you'll be so long after. And I think it's the reminder of like, Brennan, stop looking at yourself for a second and what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, and just, who is God? And then we go back into that pre-chorus, in and out we're here, lying in the shades. And then we go to chorus, and then right after the chorus, there's a second chorus, that same chords, but different words. Before I get into that, let's check the chat. Oh, shoot. Hey, Luke, how you doing, man? So yeah, Luke is one of my students at Grow Your Gift. So a quick shout out to Grow Your Gift in Crestview. I'm their guitar and bass guitar teacher. So yeah, they let me use their space for the streaming. So shout out to them. If you're interested in taking lessons in the area, call us up online. But shout out to Luke. He is probably my best student right now because super talented. So thanks for tuning in, man. yes, Luke is pretty good at guitar. For somebody that's only been playing guitar for 6, 7 months now, Luke is very talented. So thanks for tuning in, bud. All right, so here, I'm going to play the chorus out, and then that'll actually kind of be our time today, because then I got to get ready for the next student. So, ending chorus. Or I'll take it from the top of that first chorus before the last one. Sorry that I forget you so quickly. Sorry that I pretend we're okay. Sorry that I go everywhere, but yeah, I fail. Sorry that I can't stop my love died down. You still call me to come close. You won't turn away the one who run to hell. All my apologies are interrupted when you utter a rainbow hair. So yeah, and then there's pretty much the rest of the song. You're playing those vibey chords out. But yeah, so that last verse, I kind of take it from the story of the prodigal son, where God, you're still calling me to come close, even though I feel depressed, even though I feel like you're far away, and I feel like crap, and I feel like I suck. God, you're still calling me to come close to you. You won't turn away the one who runs to you, just like John 6, whoever comes to me, I will in no way cast out. And then, you said, come turn away the all my apologies are interrupted when you put a ring on me. So, yeah, just that in the picture of the prodigal son. If you don't know the story in the Bible, it's in Luke 15. And the younger son that ran away from home is coming home, and he's like, I'm sorry. But the dad doesn't even listen to his apology. He literally just starts hugging him and celebrating that his son is home. And he starts putting a ring on him, putting a robe on him to show, like, he's still my son. He's still royalty. So just kind of that picture of, even in my pain, even in my depression, my anxiety, my failures, my sin, just me being human and being fallen and weak and messed up, God is still saying, hey, come to me. So encouragement to y'all, wherever you're at in life, go to Jesus. I'm not saying it's going to change everything right away and it's an overnight fix, but either way, he's always calling us to him, and that's the only way we're going to grow, and he won't ever turn us away, even if we're coming to him for all the wrong reasons. So thank you all so much for tuning in today. My name is Brennan Wilson of Scale Fracture. If you want to check out more of our music, it's on Spotify, it's on our YouTube channel. That one was getting unstuck. Now, put in the work, you can pretty much play along. So thank you all so much for the support. Shout out to Luke. Enjoyed our lesson today, man. Thanks for tuning in, and the rest of y'all, thank you so much for hanging out. All right, y'all have a good week, and I will see you next Thursday. Bye. Goodbye, Osiris. I'm sorry. And Carlos. If anybody else joined the chat, hey, goodbye to you too.